Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Thank you for attending Rakuten Technology Conference 2012 today. My name is Miyonaka Watase. I am this stage's MC. I'm from Open Services Platform Department in Rakuten. I'm in charge of budget control, making KPI documents, and so on as a producer. One of my hobby is costume play, cosplay. This time I became a maid-san. How about it? Uh, Thank you. I host this session, so nice to meet you today. We are now going to start today's second session. I'd like to bring up the next speaker, Taichi Watanabe. He will speak about 10% rule, challenge for making innovative team. Please welcome him with a round of applause.
Thank you very much, introduced. Let's start my session. First, I have an announcement about Wi-Fi and Twitter. So today we prepared this Wi-Fi with this SSID and pass. And also we prepared hashtag for Twitter, Rakuten Tech. So please tweet, use this hashtag. Firstly, let me introduce myself. So my name is Taichi Watanabe, and do you know this event? Does anyone from Japan? Oh, thank you. Yes, this event from Japan. And I'm a software engineer of Rakuten Travel, and usually I use Java, and sometimes C and PL SQL. And not only software engineer, also recently I'm trying to role of Scrum Master. And this is my Twitter account, so if you have any opinion to my session, please post to this account. And I joined Rakuten in 2008, and since that I have been engineer of Rakuten Travel. And from autumn 2011, I got training at San Francisco, so I got Agile training. So does anyone attend this previous session about Global Experience Program? Nobody? Yes, this is that. And as you see, I was so enjoyed in San Francisco. And after that, for 3 months program, I back to Japan, and I back to my department, and I back to be software engineer. But also, I start a lot of Scrum Master because I learned many things about Scrum at San Francisco. So today my theme is these 3 things. First, our department, development unit of Rakuten Travel, hold event named 10% Rule, and it is for creating innovative service. And the second, but recently the challenges of 10% Rule have been decreasing. It's very sad thing. So 3, we try to revive our event. So I'll introduce how revive our event. Let's move to my first chapter. At chapter 1, I'll introduce about what is 10% rule. As I mentioned firstly, our department, development department of Rakuten Travel, holds event named 10% rule since 2008. And under this rule, challengers can make product or service, and they can decide freely what they make. And also, they can use their 10% of own business hour. And also, it's important, the result affect appraiser. so it's affected salary. And each 3 months, we hold LT style demo like this. And the demo is very variety. So some guys made such smartphones application, and some guys make web service and so on. So how did it start? This was the story in 2008. Yeah, this eating cake guy, his name Munechika Sato. He was the first organizer of 10% rule, and he thought engineers should use their own businesses. Sorry. Yeah, engineers should be use their own business hours more freely. So innovative service will be born from that. And he proposed to business manager of Rakuten Travel this, and the manager accepted. So first 10% rule was held in 2008, and the number of challenges were 14. And actually, many services from 10% rule, it's really released. For example, didn't you use this? Yeah, Rakuten Travel has a native application for iOS and Android. It's from 10% rule. And this is a keyword suggestion function at top page on Rakuten Travel. It's also first idea from 10% rule. Okay. And this is browsing history function. So when you browse some hotels page, it's recorded, and you can, after that, you can jump to each hotel's directory. And this idea is also from 10% rule. And yeah, actually, it's my product, my idea. And this is user's review page. So let me show real page. Yes, so this is user's review page in hotel. And when user posted his or her review to our site, and here, this link was generated by system automatically, like Hatena Diary. And when user click, the user can direct, 間違ったね。天橋立 and user can jump to directly spot page, and the user can know where's this spot and where is hotel which he saw. Sorry. Yes. So like that, yeah, 10% rule. So there are many 10% rule from. Sorry, there are many service from 10% rule. So 10% rule really contributed to creating innovative service. And also, for me, 10% rule is very important because I think the engineer of internet service should consider new things always. But on the other hand, it's so difficult to create vacant time and keep motivation and find bodies. It's so difficult. So 10% rules is very important opportunity for me. But the 10% rule faced tough time. And this graph is the number of challenges of 10% rule. So since 2010, the challenges were decreasing. Why? And one of the trigger was organization change. And this is the organization map by 2009 in Rakuten Travel Development Group. Actually, Sato-san, he's the first organizer, was one of leader of one of team, and 10% rule hold in his team. So every member in his team challenged to 10% rule. And also from other team, some member joined 10% rule. And actually, I was there. But at 2010, there was big organization change. And at that time, uh, all members became to voluntary participants. So it caused two things. First, some members had left because actually some members didn't have high motivation to 10% rule, or another member had a high motivation, but he became very busy at new team, so he couldn't continue to join 10% rule. So some members had left. And also, second, quality of product had become down. So because previously all members in Sato-san team joined 10% rule, so in his team, there are frequently chance to speak about 10% rule. But after this change, the chance was lost. So frequency of thinking about 10% rate was down. It caused decreasing challenges and quality down, cause motivation of remain challengers down. And also it caused decreasing challenges and quality down. So there was death loop. At the time, it's my turn. Does anyone notice this? In January, yes, the first time of this year, actually I mentioned firstly, I've just come back to Japan from US, and while I was in San Francisco, I got impressed by hacker in the US. So my motivation to take things was so high, and I'm very looked forward attending 10% rule. So I attended 10% rule demo, but there are only 5 presenters. What's going on? So many challengers declined it. They said their product wasn't completed. I was so disappointed. I could understand. お前は何を言ってるんだ And I felt if he didn't do anything, 10% would die. So I emailed to Sato-san. It's a very long email, but just I want to say is, let me conduct 10% rule. I revive it. And he replied me right away, okay, go ahead. So I stood up on the earth. And I was not alone. Not only Sato-san, these 2 guys joined new organizer team. So by these 4 members, our new organizer team was started. Okay, from now, I'll introduce what did we do. We had 2 strategies. First, quality up of product. And the second, gather new challengers. And actually, we had we means our organizer team had a catchphrase, keyword, and that was, we need to be innovative. So if we are organizer of innovation event. So we also be we also need to do new things. So we try to many new things there. So also, okay, so let me introduce first strategy, quality up of product. And this man is challenge. Please thinking, please consider this man is challengers of 10% rule, and this graph show the occupancy share in his brain, and that green zone is a 10% rule share. And because he is a very busy guy, so he had high motivation to 10% rule, but when time go past, his motivation go down. And it's so difficult to recover it. So yeah, here's final demo, but he couldn't back he couldn't use enough time to 10% rule. So avoiding for this, we held midterm demo. So because we held midterm demo, he need prepare that. So his motivation was gone up to midterm demo, and thanks for that, he can keep high motivation to final demo. It doesn't mean he didn't work. Of course, he used much time to work. Yeah, actually, my manager was there, so. But it's an image, just image. But for he can use much time for this. And we held 10% rule lunch. This is a group lunch with several members, and the organizer team decide team and let there go lunch. And in this lunch, they talk about their product and the progress and what is broken. For example, there's a technical difficulty, or someone don't have nice idea, or and someone doesn't have a technique, so he wants any advice and so on. And after that, so they discuss how to improve each product, so they can find rivals and buddies at this ranch, so they are not lonely. And also, we held offsite camp. So we use rental space outside our office, and like this left picture, and concentrated to coding, and after that, show around each product and discuss what is how they improve it. So, same as 10% rule lunch, also at this offsite camp, they can find rivals and buddies. And of course, they can also make time concentrate for this. So, increasing chance of thinking about 10% rule and finding rivals and buddies cause quality up of their product. And also, let me introduce about another strategy. So we need gather new challenges. For that, we created festival atmosphere demo event for everyone's enjoy. So I thought if we hold very funny, interesting, very enjoyable event. I thought many guys come there. So yeah, this is the one thing of our demo event. But yeah, there's a snack. We bought many snacks, and the snacks are handed out to attendee. And yes, it's a discussing time. So we ask them to attendee, please discuss which demo was best. So now they are discussing. And also, yeah, it's very important for LT. We prepared Dora and asked these girls to be Dora Musume. Yeah, Dora girl. And we also use internal SNS for warming up this event. So for this our effort, we can make everyone can enjoy the demo event. So not only challengers, also other attendees can enjoy this event. So it goes. So there are 5 guides, and please consider as that green guides is a challenger of 10% rule, and that blue guides are just attending. They are not presenter, but attending a demo event. And also that gray guides are not interested in 10% rule. And some gray guys thought, oh, that event very looks interesting. So he changed to blue guy. And also, this green guy did cool demo, and this blue guy impressed very strong impression, and he changed green guy. And so green guys and blue guys were increased. And also, we make 10% rule in usual day. This trophy is bought by us for given to champion of 10% rule on each event. So actually, these 2 guys are our champion of previous demo event, and yeah, like that, he must put the trophy on his desk. So everyone can know. Everyone means not only challenger, attendee, and our group guides. So all our company's guy can know. Oh, he was a something champion. And yeah, and the guys who know 10% rule, oh, he is a champion of 10% rule. And yeah, we also made sticker. Actually, this logo was designed by Taka. Yeah, he's there. Yeah, also he is an engineer, a Java engineer, but he had a design skill. So we asked to him, please design logo. So he is how can I say, 公式 designer of 10% rule. And we made sticker, and it's only given to challengers. So everyone can know, oh, he's a challenger of 10% rule. And yeah, actually, I also paste this sticker to my PC. And so, of course, it's costed. So we are sponsored by our manager and the team leaders. So thank you very much. Anyway, so by these items, this gray guys noticed it, and he became to blue guys. And also, one blue guys, oh, I don't get it. Yeah, because he need change to green guy for getting this, so he changed to green guy. Okay, there are 3 green guys and 2 blue guys. Yeah, at first there are only one green guy and two blue guy and two gray guy, but there are no gray guy and there are three green guy. So by our effort, please show this graph. Please see this graph. The attendees of 10% rule rised dramatically. And also, our improvement is not finished. We need to be always innovative. So after demo at July 2012, we held retrospective meeting with beer. A retrospective meeting is a very important meeting for Scrum. So we held it. And at there, Sato-san suddenly said, too much is interesting, isn't it, in Kansai Ben? And we agreed it. So we held too much the just previous demo. And we asked to these guys to be leader of two teams. And by lottery, we decide the TM. And yes, it's a snapshot of this that team match. So please see the left bottom follow. We asked some managers to be judge, and he judged which guys were better. And yeah, it's a matching table. Okay, so let me introduce one of the best demo in this demo event. He is Atsushi Yajima, and he made Rakuten Travel Cross RPG. So because he got impressed by 8-bit Google Map, do you know that, on April Fool Day? And he wanted to make RPG with JavaScript. Okay, let's see. Okay, it starts. Yeah, he made Rakutora Quest. Rakutora means Rakuten Travel. And yeah, it's in character work on Hakone. It's a really Hakone because he said this is Hakone. And actually, there is station Hakone Yumoto Station. It's a really existed in Hakone. And he can walk to hotel named Yajikita no Yu, and he can enter it. And he asked the hotel man. The hotel man said, yes, you need 4,250 yen for staying. And if user choose, yes, yes, I stayed here. Yes, yes, yes. The user jumped to Rakuten Travel page. He can book really. And also, the hero can use magic. So, choose magic. Yeah, it's one of famous warp magic in famous RPG. And he can choose Okinawa. Now the character in Okinawa. And there's Naha airplane in Okinawa. And there's Shuijo. Shuijo is one of famous place in Okinawa. And he can find hotels around the Shuijo. Of course, jump to Rakuten Travel. And the user can find hotel around Shuijo. Oops. And finally, if user jump to final page, it's finished. It's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting, isn't it? Yeah, actually, I didn't do anything. Okay. And this is the result of team match. I'm not sure how did this happen, but the score was 1-8. It's very closely match. Anyway, which team will win? Which team won? Anyway, we improve 10% rule continuously and innovatively. And by the way, why don't you think why my target is only on department? Why don't I have such event to whole Rakuten? Because I think it's more effective. It means if I motivate to whole Rakuten, it's not so effective. But if I motivate to Rakuten Travel, it's more effective. Because the number of members is more smaller than whole Rakuten, and the member is near with me, close with me, so it's more effective. And also, if we make one motivated, passionable group, the passion will be influenced to other group, like this, and like this, like this. Actually, some member from other department, they are directors from department for designer. So they are not developer, but they are interested in our 10% rule and join us. I have a dream. There are many departments in Rakuten, and my dream is all department hold event like 10% rule and do big tournament and decide Rakuten champion. Yes, it's World Cup. And also, not internal. Yeah, let's do this match with other company. It's not means. It's not means. Z or Y or D or it's not means. But we can decide Japanese champion. And also, of course, not only Japan. Yeah, it's a real World Cup. So we can decide world champion. So how do you think it? Why don't you hold 10% rule at your company? And let's hold World Cup together. That's it from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Taichi. If anyone has any questions, please raise your hand.
How rate of 10% ルールマネジメント10% ルールの運営にどれぐらい何%ぐらい費やしたんでしょうか。
It's a good question. Yeah, he asked me, how did I use time for management 10% rule? And actually, so in Rakuten, we need set target. So how late do we use for each tasks? And yeah, 10% rule is because 10% rule. So we said previous each time I use 10% for 10% rule. And also, I asked my manager, let me use 5% of my business work. Yes, so 5% is answer.
Anyone else?
Thank you. You showed in your slide that you hold offsite camp.
Yes.
Did you have some sponsor, or you pay by your own for that?
In Europe?
Sorry?
Sorry?
For the offsite camp, you go to somewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so did you have some sponsors to pay the accommodation, or you pay by your own?
I see. Yeah, actually, it's paid by us ourselves.
Thank you.
Achan, is it free? No, not free. Yeah, actually, it's a 10% rule, and we said we use our business rule. So, how can I say? It's incorrect using outside our office, but we need concentrate because in office there are many noise. How can I say? Yeah, but some guys ask me, I want to know this system, how did it, and so on. So we wanna escape from outside our office.
You said you were inspired by the hackers in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Do they have a 10% rule?
I don't think so. I, I have never seen that, but I felt how can I say innovative mind. Yeah, so they always try to new things, and also we need to do it. Yeah, of course, we can do it in our work, but also we want to try to new technology or new service. What do we want to do really? So we try to 10% rule.
So I have two questions. So first is, what was the difference between the 90% and 10%? Like 10% you did use for your work. So what was the actual difference? And if you want to enlarge that 10% to 100%, so what will you do in future?
And 90% work is so our main work, and it's a work of company. So we need consider about business and maintenance. Yeah, it means at 10% we don't need continue our service, but in for work our company we need continuous our work our service. So we need design and many things. But at 10% rule, we don't think such complex things. We don't need consider about such complex things. So we are free. But also we need how contribute it to our service, but totally free. Okay. Mike.
And would you like to extend that 10% to 100% or like more percents?
Actually, I think I can't use 10% rule enough. So my first step is use 10%. And maybe everyone knows Google 20% rule. Yeah, this 10% rule is inspired that. So I'm not sure, but is 20% rule 20% is suitable percent? I'm not sure, but anyway, I think currently it's suitable. 10% is suitable.
Could you tell us the time frame until the doing a final demonstration? Maybe it takes 1 year or half a year. So, yeah, just I want to know about the time frame to deliver the final presentation.
So time frame means how challenger use time or in. Sorry, you mean how do we use time in final event?
What I want to ask, is that maybe there's a deadline to the final demo from the beginning, I think. So basically, how long does it take from the beginning to the final demo?
I see. Yeah. Yeah, it's a free to each challenges. It depends on to each challenges, and yeah. And some member use small time constantly, and some member use big time at just before of final demo. Is it answer your question? No? Okay. Sorry. Yeah. It's 3 months. So we need consider what we can make 10% of 3 months in 10% of 3 months.
I think it's quite easy for the engineers to use the 10% rule, but I think in Rakuten there's a lot more other people like sales and marketing and people. Do you think it's possible for them to use the 10% rule as well, or do you think it's just good for the engineers?
Actually, I think it's effective to whole Rakuten because we really release some service from 10%, and I always think it's difficult to English. We need to consider about a little different thing with our job. It means in Japanese 遊びが必要。いやいや、遊び means こういう遊び通じないね。Yeah, so and finally, it's really contribute to our business. But I also think it's difficult to let the business person or marketing person understand it. So we need show them what did we make or what is effective, how effective is 10% rule, and so on.
Am I right in assuming that the ultimate goal of your work is to increase the revenue of Rakuten Travel? If I am right, do you know how much 10% has 10% rule contributed to that goal of increasing the revenue?
Yeah, it's a so difficult question. Yeah, I can't answer exactly, but but I think this this event has a priceless meaning. So yeah, I'm not sure, but so, as you said, we need consider cost or how much can we create value for our company. Yes, and I think if we do so, it's a one of element for show our event to business person. Okay, I'll try it.
I think it's a very interesting program that you created, but how do you make sure that your team and your employees are only spending 10% of the the daily work. Because if this program becomes so innovative and very inspiring, they may want to spend more time in this program, and that may affect their daily workload.
Yeah, it just depends on challengers. We didn't say use 10% or use more time and that, but it depends on challenger.
Okay, it's time to move on. Thank you for those wonderful questions. Thank you very much again, Taichi. Everyone,
Thank you very
please give
much.
him a big round of applause.